Guys, welcome back to Abigail Acres. So today we're going to make white bread. I'm going to use my KitchenAid, my KitchenAid. English is hard. My KitchenAid mixer, and let's get started. All right, so to start off, I use 2 cups of warm water. So in this recipe, I use already activated dry yeast. If you guys aren't using activated yeast, you will have to activate it in your water. But I buy the packs like this. And I'm just gonna sprinkle that on in there. There we are. Once my yeast is added, I add a 1/4 cup of oil. So right now on hand, I had vegetables, so I'm just gonna use some vegetable oil. Along with my vegetable oil, I have a 1/4 cup of sugar. Beautiful. And I'm going to do 1½ teaspoons of salt. So it is hard to record and pour things at the same time, but here we are. And I'm going to we have 1, and I'm going to do a 1/2. All right, no, that's about 1/2. I'm okay with estimating. So now that I have that added, I'm going to start adding our flour. It's actually 6 cups of flour, so I'm going to add a cup and then turn on my mixer and slowly add the flour. So this is cup number 1. I'm gonna have cup number 2. Already scooped and ready to go. And I'm going to just turn on the KitchenAid to stir, just to get that all mixed up for now. I am leaving like my measuring spoons and things out because I am going to do a double batch while I'm already in the kitchen making bread. So now that that's stirring, I'm gonna slowly add my other cups. So that's now 2 cups, and I'm gonna turn it up to level 2 mix. I now have my 3rd cup. Let that get a good mix. You don't need to worry about the flour on the side. It will eventually grab it. Here goes cup 4. Some over here. And I'll show you where we're at in a minute. So the mixer, if you guys can hear me over the mixer's ground up all the flour. You're gonna let this go for 5 minutes. So I have my flour surface that I'm gonna bring my dough ball to, and I have my bowl that it's gonna proof in. I'm going to spray it with some cooking spray so it doesn't stick while it's proofing. We will come over here and get our dough ball out of the bowl. I'm not sure how. I can videotape this and roll it at the same time, but we're going to try. I'm actually gonna put my phone down and we'll be right back. So I have just quickly rolled it around, and I'm gonna pick it up, put it in my bowl, and I'm gonna put it on top of my oven right here. I don't have the proofing option with this oven, so I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put saran wrap on it, and in about an hour, it should be proofed. The second batch is now done as well. So I will lower my bowl, get it off my hook. Now that I'm done, I'm actually just going to take my hook off to make it easier. Mind my clean dishes and dirty dishes. And we are going to lift it out of the bowl and onto our floured surface. So once again, I'm going to roll it around in the flour. Yeah. All right, so I am just smushing it around. Now I'm gonna roll it. And plop it in the bowl. So it's now in the bowl. I'm going to saran wrap it and put it with my other dough that we have started, and we'll be back in about an hour. All right, so our dough has doubled in size. So now I'm going to turn off the warming that I had to proof the bread on the oven, and I'm going to start my oven at 350 and let that preheat while we prep the doughs into the pans, and it's then proof again. So we will take this. Oh, I love dough. And we're gonna see if I put you guys here if you guys can see. So it has flopped out. So now we're going to stretch it about. Put more of that flour on it. Okay. Now it is a circle, and we're gonna cut it in half. I didn't grab the best knife, but my favorite knife is dirty from making lunch. So I'm gonna put that to the side and get back to filming here. So I'm just stretching it into a more rectangular shape. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Now that I have it in a rectangular shape, I'm going to roll it. So I am rolling. And then once it gets to this point, I'm going to pinch it together. So on this end here, I'm going to fold it in and pinch it. And I'm rolling in and pinching the other side as well. Squish it together a little bit here, do some more pinching until it looks something like this. My bread's not the prettiest, but I know it works. So I'm gonna come over here to my bread pans, and I'm going to spray all 4 of them. You could use butter for this as well, but this makes my life easier. So now I'm gonna put seam side down in the pans, and I'll catch up with you when I have all 4 ready. Okay, so I've finished cutting, kneading, pinching. They are all in their pans. This one I couldn't get straight enough into the pan. I needed it a bit too long, so it'll just come out oddly shaped. But this is gonna proof until it's larger. Probably double the size, we'll see, and then we're gonna throw it in the oven. we'll be back. Okay, it's about 20 minutes later, and they've proofed more. So I'm gonna put them in the oven for half an hour, and I will show you what they look like when they're done. And this is the bread 30 minutes later. It is nicely golden brown. So this weird shape one, we generally eat first. And then I'll keep another one out for this week. And these two, I will put in bread bags and throw them in the freezer. So this is how we made our easy bread. Thanks.